It is Saturday, March 8th, about 11 in the morning. The team started the rendering this morning, and we've got a lot on the wall. Obviously needs to be smoothed out, finished and everything, but the west wall here is loaded with render concrete along with the complete front, and the east wall. Looks like they've done the bottom there as well in the front. Probably will do this post. It doesn't look like it's done yet. And all that's left then is just to add concrete or render to this back wall of the shop. And if I take a look out back here where they're mixing, they've got the mixer going. And there's a lot mixed up. That bucket plus this one here. So I'm not sure, but with that amount mixed up, it almost appears as though they are going to do the back wall of the shop as well. I'm not sure. I don't know how much more they have to put on, so just have to kind of wait and see, but considering. So Noon was just talking with the boss and as to what they expected to get done today, and he said certainly the front and these two side walls, and Noon asked about the back, and he said, well, it would mean a long day and probably late. Noon has offered to cook for the crew if they'll stay and do it, and we're not sure, but it sounds like they may try to get it done for us. They can do all the whole front shop in one day. It's pretty amazing. So I'm not going to say it's going to happen just yet. I have to kind of see, but they are working pretty hard, I can tell you that. No lazy people in this crew. We'll check them a little later on. Well, 2:30 in the afternoon. They've progressed quite a bit. We got concrete or render on all three walls. Well, 4 walls if I count the front. Here we've got them taking out the high spots from the initial go around. This wall here looks as though they're sort of applying a finish coat as well as using the buffing machine to smooth everything out. So, quite a bit of work to do. It seems to be doing all right. Maybe we'll try again when the machine's on. Well, it's the next day, Sunday, March 9th. And, like the staff promised, they got the complete shop rendered on the inside yesterday, including the front, top, bottom, post. The only piece they didn't get done was this post, which is no big deal, but it was a late night. We had lights in here. I think it was almost 8 o'clock in the evening before they finished. Then the fun began. Noon had made supper for everybody, plus we brought in a bunch of beer, and the staff worked very hard, and we showed them our appreciation, and we had some good laughs and some good fun last night. But looking at it during the daylight, it's the finish is looking good. It's starting to dry, so now it's just now you gotta let it dry with the weather we've had, which is cool and wet. This is day 3 now, that it's drying slowly. according to the builder, that's good for us, but not good for him. So I like the idea. Anytime concrete dries slowly, that's good for it. They were hoping it would dry faster so they could move faster, but that's okay. So now, today, they are working on the exterior part of the front. And top, bottom, and post. Want to get all of that done because soon, well, I don't say soon, but at some point this shop here gets torn down. So want to make sure this is all done so that they can add on to the front here once that's torn off. But we haven't done anything in the back yet today, but let's take a look. I'll fold it up, dude. Okay. There we got all the ladies mixing the concrete for the rendering. Hard work. They're carrying those 2 pails at a time. They're not light. Anyway, we'll leave them at it, maybe check with them later. It is the afternoon on March 9th, and if you take a look here, you can see the exterior of the front. The rendering is complete. It's what they were working on when we were here this morning. Now I believe they've moved into the living space in the back. So let's take a peek, see where they're at. I can hear the machine going for the rendering, for smoothing, so let's take a peek here. Okay, nothing happened in that room so far. Oh, here we have 2 of the walls in the living space done. And the rest of it is just getting ready. So it's a bit noisy, so we'll leave them at it and we'll check them at the end of the day. Monday, March the 10th, day 3 on the rendering. And they see they've moved outside. Thought they would have done all the inside first, but I'm not going to question their methods. But all hands on deck on this one. It's drying a lot faster than the inside was, so a lot more people have got to get at it. When they did the inside, it was cool and wet. They had lots of time to work on it. Here, not so much. Staying on top of it's keeping them hopping, I'll tell you. You can see on the bottom here, it's starting to dry. It's peeling off here in powder as opposed, so it's not real wet, but I think that's how they need it. But we got 1, 2, 3 of them working sponges on the top. One machine going. Get to the end and then come back and start the bottom. So it's coming. Looking pretty good. So we'll leave them at it, but I'm assuming, well, they will. They will finish this outside, this wall today, but this means it's a large wall. It'll be the only thing they get done this today, I'm sure. But either way, it's looking good. They're coming along and working hard. So maybe we'll check with them near the end of the day. It is end of day, Monday, March 10th. And they completed this wall. It looks very good. A lot of hard work to get this done in one day. This being the largest wall on the whole project. At least they had the shade for the afternoon. I see they're now setting up the scaffold on the other side of the building, which will be done tomorrow. So hopefully they can get a good start on it in the morning. That one not being quite as long. That one only goes back to about, I think it goes back to, not quite to this post here. So it's a little bit shorter. With one big window, it doesn't have the diamonds in it. So hopefully they can get the bulk of it done before the sun gets around the other side tomorrow and bakes the heck out of them. But for now, things are looking nice. The west side of the building, Tuesday, March 11th. Oh, here I'm standing right in front of the road where people are driving. It's alright, she's on the phone anyway while she's driving. No, looking good. So far they're in the shade still. The wall's in the shade, but you can look, that won't be for too long, so hopefully they can get enough done. Well, they will get it done, same as they did yesterday, but looking good. The other side looked great, so they're going to be hot this afternoon. So we got to run somewhere, so we'll come back and check on them later. 2:30 in the afternoon, March 11th, and they're now in the sun, the hottest part of the day. Just trying to stay ahead of this now, but I think they're looking good. They're just about finished the top half of the wall and take the scaffolding away and move down and do the bottom half. But looks like they've done it all with the machine. Now they're just finishing it off with the wet sponge, and then the guy comes with the broom and brooms it. Just after 5 o'clock on Tuesday, March 11th, I see they finished the west wall. Happy about that, because this was not an easy one. Anytime you got the afternoon sun is not fun to do. But they got her done. So far it looks good, and no reason to believe that it wouldn't be. So this wall's done. See, oh, it looks as though they put the scaffold around the back here, so okay, I am guessing that the back wall is tomorrow. It's end of day, Wednesday, March 12th. So that would be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 days of rendering. And now we finished the back wall on the exterior. So all of the exterior, I shouldn't say all the exterior walls. They haven't done the exterior within the parking yet, but they're all done. Plus we got some more done on the interior today. Shouldn't say we, I didn't do anything, but the team did. Very good team, love this team. Inside today, what did we do in addition to the back? We did this wall here where the doorway is. This one was already done. This wall here was already done. And now we've done this wall here, which is adjoining, which is the back side of one of the shop walls, along with one wall in the bedroom, which is also the back side of one of the walls of the shop. So, talking with the builder today, he figures they'll be done by the weekend. He figures 2 more days and the rendering's done. I'm not sure if that will include the parking because of all the equipment and the tiles sitting here, but by the looks of things, I think that's very possible. So we'll keep you informed. The washrooms need to be done, but they don't need to be smooth like the rest of the walls because they get tiled. So the number of walls to be done is really coming down. So we'll keep you informed tomorrow. End of day, Thursday, March 13th. What's new today? Well, in the front, nothing's new. As this was all done, as far as rendering goes, they work exclusively in the living portion here today. And if we take a look, these 2 walls were done yesterday, I believe. So today, that one was done as well yesterday. So this one here is done. along with this wall here. So in the master bedroom, it still leaves this one wall. Sorry, local announcements. Forget the video. Friday, March 14th. The crew just left a little while ago, and let's check and see where things are at. That has now been 7 full days of rendering, and as shown earlier, the shop is all done. Most of the exterior is done with the exception of the parking area. We moved back here into the living area here. This is the granddaughter's bedroom, other than the window frames. This is all done here, looking good. The living space areas here is done. The kitchen area is all done. The master bedroom is all done. And we know the exterior is done with the exception of the parking here. So what we have left is have this wall here to do, the inside walls on the exterior part of the parking, and then this wall here, as well as I noticed there's a little bit more to be done in the 2 bathrooms. This one here, they've done 2, not quite 3 walls, but because this doesn't need to be smoothed right out, it's done left for tile. It's doesn't have to be done all in one shot. So there's a little bit of work to be done in 2 bathrooms. That wall done, that wall done, this wall here yet to be done. So by the looks of things, I'm guessing we've got 1 more day to go, which will be day 8, which will be Sunday, March 15th. And just spoke with the builder, and he says the ceiling guys will be starting here on Monday, which would be the 17th. So Monday the ceiling guys start. Once the ceiling goes up and we can get some paint on the walls and some tile on the floor, and then start to look at glass for the front, and who knows, they may have a shop here soon. Looking good. It is Sunday, March 16th. All quiet today. Sunday, there's a party in this village, and I know in the village where the workers are from, so everybody has their day off today. So it's nice and quiet here. Let's take a quick look, go over all the rendering one last time, we think. And we see the shop is all done, center post is done, front is done, rendering's all done here. If we go into the back, from what I understand, they have probably 1 day left to go actually. This here being sort of the living room, it is all done with the exception of 1 window frame. It's all done here, as well as here. The first bedroom, or number 1 bedroom, is all complete as well, with the exception of the window frame. The bathroom here, this gets tiled, so it does not get, this is as far as they take it. Looks like they still have more to go on this wall here, but 3 of the 4 walls are done there. Kitchen area all done with the exception of the 2 window frames. The other bathroom is not quite done, still 1 more wall to go, but the rest of it's done there. And we go into the 2nd bedroom, and I think you'll find the same thing here. Walls are all done, just the window frames are not. So, interior, the rendering's done. We're gonna call it done. We look outside into the carport or parking. You can see this wall here is complete. The nice arches and stuff above the entranceways, that's all done. This wall here is all done. And we know from earlier in the video that think it might be a little muddy there, but the back wall being done, the exterior is all done as well. So that being said, we're going to call the rendering complete, even though I know they have one day to tidy things up and probably take the mixer away, clean up some of their stuff. The tile for the floor is there. There's brick here that probably needs to be taken away now. And if we look at what's coming up, we take a look here in the front, we will see that there is sheets of drywall over here. This is for all the ceilings. And then they have a little bit of joint mud, and then they skim coat all of the walls and ceiling. I'm not sure they do the ceiling, but they skim coat all the walls. A little bit different tape than they use in Canada, a little bit narrower, but seen it work, it does the job. This is for the joint compound. So, from what I'm being told, the ceiling guys are coming tomorrow, and they're going to start tomorrow. So, job number one will be to get the ceiling in the shop here, and then work their way into the back. Once the ceiling's done in there, then they can start the skim coating, painting, and then probably the floor. So it's moving along, so we'll check in again tomorrow. So for now, we're going to call this video complete. This is our video on rendering. We're going to end this video here, as we will start a new video with the ceiling and next stages they're doing. So if you like this video, give us a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please subscribe. And with that, we'll leave it there, and we will catch you on the next video.